Good Thursday evening, folks. It is November 14th, 2024. I'm Chief Meteorologist Tim Pandages. Tropical Depression 19 was upgraded to Tropical Storm Sara, becoming our 18th named storm of the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season. Now, it is bringing a massive flooding threat to Honduras and Nicaragua and Central America, as this storm, even though it's just a tropical storm, it still has a ton of tropical moisture, and it is creeping along, meaning ongoing downpours 2 to 3 feet are possible in some of those areas. Now, down the road, we're going to look at the long-range futurecast here. Down the road, does it become a threat to the U.S. potentially by the middle, maybe even end of next week? We're talking more along the west coast of Florida as this emerges in the Gulf of Mexico. Right now, it is in the Caribbean, just barely a tropical storm, 40-mile-per-hour winds and 39 miles per hour or greater. And you can see it's kind of strewn out over a larger area, not very well organized. It does have some land interaction on its southern flank, as it's just pretty much skirting right along the coastline there. And as you see the track here from the hurricane center, this is going to go out all the way to Monday. It doesn't move very far in that time. It's just creeping along there. Its forward movement right now is 10 miles per hour. Just 24 hours ago, it was like half of that. So it's moving along, kind of creeping along the coastline, and then takes a turn to the northwest, moves over the Yucatan. So a lot of land interaction here means it weakens down to a tropical depression as we get to Monday afternoon. But those remnants then reemerge out over the Gulf of Mexico, where conditions are somewhat favorable for it to redevelop, reorganize, re-strengthen, building to the north, and then eventually off to the northeast. Here's the long-range spaghetti plots on this. So pretty good consensus here, taking it west and then northwest towards the Yucatan as we get into this weekend and early next week. But then from there, it takes that turn to the north and then gets picked up by an inbound cold front, lifting it to the northeast, sending it towards either the panhandle of Florida or the western Gulf Coast of Florida as we get into the middle to end of next week. Again, still considerable model spread at this point in time. And when it takes that turn to the north will be a big piece of the puzzle on how strong it may be as it moves through the Gulf of Mexico. So let's compare the long-range models again. GFS in the yellow, European in the red. Going out in time here, pretty much right on target. And then both models have it dissipating significantly as it moves over the Yucatan. Then potentially we start to see it reorganize, and some semblance of what it was makes it towards the west coast of Florida. This is the GFS model. European kind of says that. I don't think it's going to develop into anything, and then potentially builds on into the west coast of Florida. Maybe at that point it's a tropical depression or even tropical storm. So much weaker than what models were showing just a short while ago. So that is a good improvement to the long-range forecast so far. But again, a lot can change now. We've got a lot of time to watch it, and it will evolve. But that's the latest update there on Sara, our latest named storm for the 2024 season. If you have any questions, you can find me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. We'll see you back here again tomorrow.